Guys, there are lots of different roles that are available in the current market. Something like software engineer, data engineer, Salesforce engineer, quality assurance engineer, etc. It becomes tougher if you want to choose your job stream after graduation. Imagine this. If you go to a paint store and want to select a paint for your room without doing your research before, you'll end up not buying anything on your first visit. Isn't it true? This is very similar to once you graduate and then start looking for a career stream. I'm going to put my 2 cents on different type of job roles that are available in the current market. What is the main responsibility of each role? Which courses will help you for that particular role? Which tools will help you boost your career? And finally, the number of opportunities that are available in the market. Let's get into details. First one here is software engineer. The role of a software engineer is divided into 3 main categories: front end, back end, and full stack. Each has its own focus and responsibilities. As a front end engineer, your main focus is on visual aspects of an application. That's nothing but what users see and interact with. This includes developing user-friendly interfaces, ensuring a seamless user experience, and also optimizing the website for performance. For example, if you are working on Amazon, you would be responsible for how the product listings are displayed, also making sure the images load quickly and add to cart function or a button works flawlessly. You would also work on making the website mobile friendly. That's nothing but ensuring it looks good on all devices. Next one in this list is backend software engineer. So as a backend engineer, you will be working on server side of applications. This involves managing the database, server logic, and the core application functionality. You ensure that the data flows smoothly between front end and back end, handling things like user authentication, data storage, and also the core business logic. Once user clicks on submit, data flows through multiple microservices and stores it in the database. It may also update cache and also open payment gateway, etc. All these operations should be executed in fraction of milliseconds, which means you are responsible for writing optimized code, designing a scalable architecture, etc. As a full stack engineer, you will handle both front end and back end tasks. This means you will need to be versatile, working on everything from user interfaces to databases. Your role involves understanding how the entire web application works, ensuring a seamless integration between different parts. Here are some of the most helpful and trending technologies for a software engineer. In terms of job openings, software engineer roles are very high in demand. According to Indeed and LinkedIn, software engineer still ranks at number 1 in terms of job openings compared to other roles. Alright, going to our next job title, data engineer. As a data engineer, you are responsible for building and maintaining data pipelines. These pipelines ensure that data is collected, processed, and available for analysis. You will work with larger sets of raw data, transforming and integrating it into usable format. Now, as a data engineer, it's very crucial for making sure that data is accessible and also reliable for data scientists and analysts to work on. Now, imagine you work for a streaming service like Netflix. Your job as a data engineer is to create a pipeline that collects data on user behavior. Something like what shows they watch, how long they watched, and what they skipped, what users watch on weekends versus weekdays, etc. Once you collect these raw data points, you need to process this data to clean and transform into meaningful data and finally store it in the database. Here are some of the most helpful courses and boosting tools for a data engineer. With the rise of big data, data engineer roles are growing very rapidly. Data engineer roles ranks number 2 in terms of openings. 10 years back, data engineer isn't a big deal. However, with the current trend, this is one of the most critical roles for any company to be successful. And that is the reason we are seeing an exponential inclination towards a job opening. Going to our next job title, data scientist. Now, as a data scientist, you are responsible to analyze complex data to help make business decisions. You will build predictive models, uncover trends, and derive insights that can guide strategy. In simple terms, your job involves working with machine learning algorithms, statistical methods, and larger data sets to solve real-world problems and then improve business outcomes. Now, think about how Spotify recommends songs. As a data scientist, your job is to analyze user data and understand their preferences. You might use machine learning models to predict which songs a user will like based on their listening history. Similarly, if you consider Netflix, you need to build machine learning models to improve the user recommendations. And here are some of the helpful courses and boosting tools for a data scientist. And in terms of current opportunities for data scientists, it is one of the hottest fields in the current market. Data scientist roles has been increasing with a high demand in sectors like e-commerce, healthcare, and finance. However, this might not be suitable for an entry-level engineer unless you do a thesis or a PhD with machine learning models. Next one in this category is data analyst. As a data analyst, your job is to interpret data to help make informed decisions. You will create reports and dashboards that visualize key metrics and trends. This involves extracting data from various sources, cleaning it up, and analyzing it to provide actionable insights. Your work helps organizations understand their performance and identify areas for improvement. Imagine you work for a company like Amazon. As a data analyst, you analyze sales data to understand which products are performing well and which aren't. So you create dashboards that visualizes sales trends, customer demographics, and inventory levels. So by seeing these type of dashboards, we can easily say which product listings are working well versus the others. And here are some of the helpful courses for data analysts. And in terms of current opportunities for data analysts, this is also one of the crucial role for businesses to understand their performances. In 2024, there are plenty of opportunities, especially in the marketing, sales, and finance sector. Next one in this category is Quality Assurance Engineer, also known as sdet. Now, as a software development engineer in test or a QA engineer, you ensure the quality of a software through automated and manual testing. You will write test cases, execute them, and report any bugs or issues. Your job here is to make sure that software products are reliable and performing well and also meet users' expectations. This involves working closely with developers to identify and fix problems early in the development process. And here are some of the most helpful courses and also the boosting tools for a QA. The demand for SDETs or QA engineers continues to grow with many opportunities in software development companies. There has not been an incline or decline of these particular roles. While these are all direct roles, there are some specialization categories. Something like Salesforce engineer, machine learning engineer, Tableau engineer, Salesforce admin, etc. Let's talk about Salesforce engineer. So as a Salesforce engineer, your job is to customize and develop solutions on the Salesforce platform. This involves building custom applications, automating business processes, and integrating the Salesforce with other systems. As a machine learning engineer, you will build and deploy machine learning models. This includes selecting appropriate algorithms, training models on data, and ensuring they perform well in production. Your role is to create intelligent systems that can learn and make predictions based on the data. Tableau engineer. As a Tableau engineer, you will focus on creating data visualizations using Tableau platform. This involves designing interactive dashboards that help stakeholders understand complex data. Your visualizations make it easier to see trends, patterns, and insights that can derive decision making. Salesforce admin. As a Salesforce admin, your role does not require much coding but needs you to be pro at using Salesforce applications. You will manage the Salesforce environment, handle user requests, automate business processes, and ensure data quality. So here are some of the most useful courses and also boosting tools which can help you land that particular specialized role. And in terms of opportunities, Salesforce engineer or a Salesforce admin is not in an inclining trend. I don't say it is on declining, but there are not many opportunities that we are seeing in the current market. However, the number one in the specialized category is the MLE engineer, which also comes with a higher pay. Remember, each of these career paths require dedication and continuous learning. So research thoroughly and choose the one that excites you the most. Good luck with your journey.